am Lady Charmaine, and my guest today is the COO of TDJ Enterprises and has co-produced movies with Bishop T.D. Jakes, such as Jumping the Broom, Not Easily Broken, and the Woman Thou Art Loose series, including the latest installment in theaters right now, Woman Thou Art Loosed on the Seventh Day. I want you to help me welcome Mr. Curtis Wallace to the show. How you doing, Curtis, and welcome to the show.
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me today.
You are so welcome. I wanted to let you know I went and saw the movie this past weekend. It was more than what I even expected. I know Bishop Jakes does great movies, but when I think about Woman Thou Art Loose, I remember when I was there when he preached it back in 1993 at the Azusa Conference. Years ago.
Right.
And then just to see how it just evolved into a wonderful conference and then evolved into a movie series. And then this latest one, I had to take my hats off to you all. So congratulations for being number one in the box office opening weekend. So congratulations.
Well, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, we were the number one independent film the first weekend out, so we were very proud of that. And, it just goes to evidence how Woman Thou Art Loosed is such a timeless message. That, as you said, you were there at the conference way back at the beginning, and it's taken its form in books and, a stage play that we did with Tyler Perry and now two different movies and all the music projects. So it really has been a lot of fun to see it evolve over the years.
Now, the newest installment, it's different from the very first installment, even the storyline. It kept you on your toes. I mean, this was a movie, for all of you who have not seen the movie, it's going to keep you on your toes until the very end because you're going to try to find out who did it, what happened. Now, the whole story that was involved, were you looking for a suspense, a drama, a thriller? Was that the main premise for doing this new movie?
Yeah, that's right. And we're doing these movies under the Woman Thou Art Loose brand, but they're not really sequels or prequels. It's basically just to continue the message in new and different ways. But yeah, we specifically set out with this one that we wanted to do something a little bit different. With Jumping the Broom, we had more of a romantic comedy. So this time we wanted to do more of a thriller.
And you did. I mean, at the end, it really shocked me. I'm telling you, I was so shocked at the end. I don't want to give it away because people have to see what I'm actually talking about. You opened in limited release in only AMC theaters. Are you going to be opening up in more theaters soon?
Yeah, hopefully so. AMC has put together a wonderful program called AMC Independent, and they've been wonderful partners, and it's designed to help bring some smaller independent films, to local theaters. But the whole plan has been to open on the AMC Independent. We've done that now for 2 weeks, and then hopefully the demand will dictate that it goes out to other cities, and we're putting together plans so that even if the movie doesn't come to your city, your group can get together and get the movie there.
Okay. Now, a question for you. How many more installments will there be of Woman Thou Art Loosed?
I don't know that there's a specific number. I know that we're already working on the next one for next year. It's something that we really plan to do about one of these a year.
Oh, so we can expect another one like in 2013.
Absolutely. We are working on the story and putting that together as we speak. So this is going to be something that you'll kind of see ongoing from us, where we're going to do these films under the TDJ Independent moniker that are, our smaller films, but still really high quality. And then, to complement, the bigger studio pictures that we're working on, like Jumping the Broom and Sparkle that comes out in August, and Heaven is for Real, which is after that. So.
And I want to see Heaven is for Real. Sparkle was one of my favorite movies. I knew all the dance steps and the songs. So August 17th, everyone, Sparkle will be hitting the theaters. I remember the day you guys started shooting just last year because I was so excited about Sparkle coming out. But I do want to talk about the movie a little bit. If you can tell us a little bit about the movie. I know it's starring Blair Underwood and also Sharon Leal. They did a fantastic job. Tell the audience a little bit about the movie.
Like we said, the movie is a thriller. This is a movie about a husband and a wife. It's Blair Underwood is the husband, Sharon Leal is the wife. They are kind of living that picture-perfect suburban lifestyle in New Orleans until all of a sudden their baby daughter is kidnapped. And then it's about everything that happens within their relationship and within their world as the search goes on over a period of 7 days trying to find their daughter, because at the time that their daughter was kidnapped, there is a serial killer on the loose in New Orleans, and so there's a time element to this, and it just makes for a great thriller. You know, we had some great actors in Blair and Sharon come in. You know, Pam Grier, did a marvelous job as our police officer in this movie, and she was just great.
This movie, for those who have not seen it, I mean, it deals with love and forgiveness. This movie has so many twists and turns in it. Number one, it was so shocking. I was like, are you serious? It kept you on your toes. But you had a part in there. I call it the pot calling the kettle black. When people see this, you're going to see a lot of yourself. And how, the Bible tells us, first remove the beam out of your eye so you can see clearly before you try to pull, a small little mote out of someone else's eye. And although that wasn't what was said, you saw the scripture because, of course, as the producer of the movie, what happens in the movie. Right. You're trying to talk about somebody else, but yet you didn't sweep around your own front door. Whose idea was to put that in there?
That was Bishop Jakes' idea. We sat down with the writer actually on this project a few years ago, and we just kind of developed. We had dinner one night and developed this entire story. And then the screenwriter Corey Tynan, took that discussion and shaped the script, around it. But we really feel like to have a good movie, people have to be able to see themselves on screen, and hopefully that's what we accomplished. And because even though this is a thriller and it's about this husband and wife and it's about the kidnapping of their child, in reality, it is a film about family and marriage and secrets and forgiveness. Mm-hmm. And those are issues that we all have to deal with in our own lives all the time. And so hopefully people in the audience will find that character on screen that they identify with, and if they do, then we've done a good job.
You brought up two important things that people deal with today, Curtis. You brought in, of course, pedophiles that I thought was so important, and it was a situation that I had just gone through that I can actually say on radio that I had just gone through with my daughter from a child chat site with kids that I thought was that I had thought was very innocent, which come to find out that chat site was not so innocent. When I saw you put something like that in this movie, it made me sit up in my seat. It brought back all those emotions when they were, on the website, and when the man got onto the website. I mean, my blood was boiling because I had just gone through that. And come to find out it was an adult on the other end. And so just for me as a parent, I'm glad you brought that out, because although those sites may seem innocent, you don't know who your child is talking to on the other end of that site because it looks innocent. And I wanted to tell you, I called Nima and I told her, thank you all so much for putting that, because I just went through it exactly in the month of March. And so it was still fresh for me. And then I like another point that you guys put, when the man was looking through the binoculars, and how important it is for parents to stay close to their children on a playground, because you don't know who's watching your children.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm glad that you brought those things up, because those are some of the things, that we can do in these great independent films is it gives us a chance in a way that's organic to the story, but to also talk about very real and very relevant social issues. We are living in an age of technology. I have a 7-year-old daughter, and, she knows how to operate the computer and the iPad and everything else better than I do. But it also means that I have to have, just as you have gone through this experience, we have to have this heightened level of vigilance, with regard to our children at the playground, on the computer, everywhere. We really have to be, watchful of, who our children are exposed to.
And I'm glad you said that, because I was one of those, when you say, hypersensitive parents. And for those of you who are listening, I was a hypersensitive parent. And when this individual gave my daughter their phone number, my daughter was actually sitting on the computer next to my mom, which my mother could see the screen. So it's not like she was on it by herself without anyone in the room. But because she was on it, it had no idea because kids are typing. So when you're sitting a little distance away, you don't see what's being said when they're typing in words. You have to literally get up and go to the computer to read what's being said. So parents, if you have to look over your child's shoulder sometimes, do that, because that's going to help protect you and keep something unwanted from coming into your home. I just want to say again, thank you so much. This was a great movie. I want everyone to go out and see it. Find an AMC theater in your city. You can actually go online, just Google AMC. It'll let you know all the theaters in your city where you would be able to go and see it. And hopefully it'll be in more theaters, right, Curtis?
Absolutely. That's what we're working on right now. So we really appreciate everybody's love and everybody's support. And, we had a great opening weekend, and we had a good weekend last weekend. A lot of people last weekend had to go out and see Steve Harvey's movie, and that's great. I understand it. But Woman Thou Art Loosed on the Seventh Day is still out there, so we still need the support.
Again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.